Hello, 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 and welcome in! First thing you might have noticed is this is square and not upright. I thought I'd just change it up a little bit because I might play some clips as well for you this evening. And I thought, well, yeah, I'm going to lose probably a lot of viewers because uprights go to more people. But on the other token, I can't play 16:9 in this. You know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, welcome in everybody. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Let's go down the participants. So we've got Amory, Brit 2014, Dave, Sophia, and apparently I'm in the chat as well. Apparently, you don't say. How is everybody doing this evening? First and foremost. Oh, and anybody else that's obviously just sat in the side wings having a little watch. Hello to you as well. Welcome in. Yeah, how is everybody? Gonna do some like talks about. Well, I called it "It's Spooky Season. Let's talk ghost hauntings and Halloween" because I didn't know what to call it. But I might play some clips from. I've got in the side here some stuff from the Warrens, some original footage from the Warrens. I thought we could all have a little look at. I was hoping as well that maybe if some people were going to tune in today, I didn't know who was going to be about and who wasn't going to be about, and I put it out there that it was going to be an open mic night for people to join me and come in and have a little natter live. But nobody took to the stage. So currently it's just going to be me. Because obviously I can't just pull people out of the air. That'd be good, wouldn't it? And there we go. I mean, yeah, just can't get anybody. Josh, no idea where he is. He lives in Joshland. Josh is... You think Cloud 9. When you say people live on Cloud 9, Josh is on Cloud 50. Right, so I don't know what he's doing these days. I know he's not well and stuff as well, so to a certain degree, let him off. Yes, please. Well, yes, please to the Warren stuff. Yeah, I've got. There was loads and loads and loads, and I was sort of looking through them all, and I was like, let's pick a couple of them. Why not? You wouldn't hear anything if I did that, other than everyone chat. Oh, what? Because you're like with other people. I see what you mean. You need a quiet environment. Like Freddy masks. Freddy's hat's fallen off. Hang on. Put that back on. There we go. Put that back on. Got Ouija board. Gorilla from Halfway Farm. Yeah. So, right, I want to get to the nitty gritty as well on a couple of things. So I'm going to get this out of the way at the beginning for those people that do watch this on Watch Back. Okay. When an episode goes out, right, first of all, I've got a couple of points actually. I was hoping maybe have some other people tune in as well, but I don't know if they're here or not. But there's a couple of things that I need to clarify because there's things doing my nutting, and I got to clarify them. Hello, Chris, welcome in. I'm doing it sideways today, Chris. I'm not going to get as many views, but screw it. For those of you that like to tune in and watch me, then this is for you. This is for you. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Got to cover some stuff first. So first and foremost, okay. When you see the episodes that go out, I can't believe I'm even have to tell people this, but when you see the episodes that go out on YouTube, the ones with want you to tune in. What you mean come in the chat? If you're on Discord and you want to come into this, then or if you want to do it on video, it's up to you. It's up to you. So what I was going to say is, Chris will actually, I'll wait for him to reply because he might want to have a point on this as well. It's open mic night, so if anybody does want to come into this, then let me know. Pompey657. Just send you the link. I shall. I can only get on video. I can only get one person in at a time. So send collab cam link. Select that one, and then send it to that one. You might appear as a little facer in the corner because I will have to set it up properly. But yeah, there's the link anyway. So what I was going to say is, like, sometimes when people watch the episodes, they're 20 minutes long, right? And some people think that I've just gone there for like 20 to 30 minutes. No. 2 hours probably minimum, if it really is dead, minimum. 6 hours, maybe 8 at a push, depending if I paid for the location. And then that is edited down. So when, like, and that even goes the same for Snuff Mills, the, what do you call it, the care homes, the clock tower, all these places. I've sent the link, by the way. I sent it on WhatsApp. All these places I go to, there's a margin of time when I'm there with other people and stuff like that where nothing happens. Okay, welcome in, Tammy. So I could be sat there for 3 hours and only get something in the last 20 minutes. That's how it is sometimes. And the editing has to be all moved about to create a lovely narrative for people. The problem with this is, and I was talking to Chris about this, is when people then go to the places and they're like, oh, nothing happened. And I'm like, well, how long were you there? Oh, an hour. Well, there you go. Well, your episode was only 30 minutes long, or half an hour, or that is half an hour mark, 30 minutes. What are you on about? Or 20 minutes. Well, yeah, but you're forgetting all the bits that I didn't put in. the bits of us just sat around twiddling our thumbs. It's strange how many people can't seem to fathom that, isn't it? Yeah, I know. It is indeed. Logic is not strong people with people nowadays. Yeah, it is a bit of a problem. Like, I'm just there he is. Show on stream. I don't think you've got a camera running at the moment, but see if that, I don't know. I can hit. Either that was a fart or that was you moving a desk, Chris. I don't think you can hear us at the moment, so. Yeah, I don't know. We are currently having technical difficulties. Please bear with me. I do an open mic, so I don't know how it's going at the moment, but yeah. So I've been in on 2 locations. If one truth can confirm. Yeah, I mean, when people do, when they do finally come and do something with me, or if I run an event with whoever, you'll find that a lot of the time you'll get to see how long it actually takes. And you know, and when I do lives, like I've been doing recently, like on the fly lives, like I did last night, again, a lot of the time nothing really happens. So it's just one of those things, isn't it? That you never really know what's gonna happen until you get there. I don't know why this is playing up, but it says no webcam source selected. Your guest will not be able to see you. Okay, I'll do that then. Webcam. There. Ah, and now if I press, where is he? Oh, I don't bloody know. I brought him in, but I don't know how to get him in. Hide on stream, show on stream. This is playing no. Going right up. There he is. I'm gonna put you in corner, Chris.
I can't hear nothing.
You can't hear nothing, apparently.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
Great little program, this, isn't it? Talk amongst yourselves, everybody. Whilst I figure this out. Webcam, microphone source, webcam. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
I can't hear nothing.
I don't know why it's doing that. I have no idea. It's not working. I don't know why it's not working. I did this with Josh the other day and we played Bloody Phasmophobia. Who watched that, by the way? It was right funny, that was. And it worked perfectly. And now suddenly... my trouble seems so far away. I've got everything set as it should be. I have no idea.
Hello?
Hello. Welcome in, Gordo. Nice to see you here. Just try Discord instead. It ain't working on this.
I can't hear nothing at all. This Streamlabs crap is shit, isn't it?
I don't know why it's doing that. I told him to join Discord. Yeah, no, so it's like that's just playing up like nobody's business at the moment. So I'll get back to why the hell that's doing that. It's windy at your ends tonight. Who ends? Whose ends? Yeah, no, we could hear him, but unfortunately he couldn't hear us. So I don't know what was going on there. It just wasn't working properly. So I've told him to do it the old-fashioned way, which is to use Discord because it's easier. You should all be able to hear him now. He should be able to hear me, hopefully, with any luck. If not, then something's at a Mary's end. The sound is wind. I tell you what, I hate it when it's really windy as well on a night out and stuff. Yeah. Can everyone else hear you? That's the question. Talk. Say hello. He's not talking now. I can hear you, yeah.
Can you see me?
Yeah, it's just I'd have to try and drag it into there. Can everybody now hear Chris? Internet gremlins, nah, it's possessed. Anything I try to do, it's just dodgy.
You need to enable your video because I can't see your video.
You won't be able to because I'm using the no, you won't be able to because I'm using the camera for the live. It's annoying. Don't worry. I'll figure it out as we go. Anyway, tell everybody about how long episodes take whilst I bring you in on video.
Right. Can people hear me, can they?
I hope so, yes. Yes, they can hear you, yes.
Oh, right. Hello, everyone. What was the question?
That if someone's going to a location that myself or you have gone to and they only roll up for 20 minutes or an hour and then claim that it's not paranormal because nothing happened, they need to realise that we're there for hours and it gets cut down.
Oh, we're there about 6-7 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
If we put a full-on episode out and didn't cut anything out, it would be 6 hours long. I think this is a massive problem in the community because we're so hyper-focused on YouTube rather than the paranormal, because especially if people are going live in a location, their focus is the live from what people are saying, from what people are doing. So you don't get a true sort of look into an investigation in a location if you're only going live for an hour or two and then you're pissing off. You ain't gonna have anything happen. You've got to stay there a long time, be quiet, round it up a little bit, and then be quiet. That's what you've got to do. And a lot of the time as well, you can go with too many people, and then there's a lot of contamination.
Yeah, and then if you're with too many people, then you're never going to get things happen. Hey, Snape, welcome in. Sorry, I'm late. Don't you worry. Not to worry. You're not really late. It took me about 20 minutes to get all this sorted out because I decided to do an open mic. So yeah, it took me a while. to
Hold on a minute.
get things fixed. Just realised I can't press that button. You, by the way, you can see on video now. I just chucked you into it. I was setting it up whilst you were chatting. My other
Let me
point,
put your phone.
technically, anybody that's on the Discord, if anyone else wanted to jump in, let me know at any point.
Yeah. What is it? Put your code in.
Yeah.
Kane, welcome in. How you doing?
You're live on YouTube.
Oh,
No, it's all right.
you want me to join?
No.
Oh, I just moved myself. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, I'll get my.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and find a way to be able to see the chat as well.
Yeah, I'm
so.
trying to do that as well now. I'm just oh, there it is. So if I share, like, I don't know if you can see that, can you?
No, I can't see nothing. It's just I can't even see you or anything. So
Oh, it's bloody annoying. Bloody annoying. Well, I decided to use Streamlabs specifically so you could come in, but for some reason you couldn't hear me, so I don't know what's going on. Welcome, Chimmy. Welcome in. Have a good one.
I don't know why I can't hear you in that either.
I don't know. It's playing up. I've no idea. The other the other thing that I was gonna say, other than that, was
What spiked this question then? Is set people been going to locations and not having nothing.
yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, people can do their investigations how they decide to do them, each their own, but what I do not like is if someone goes somewhere and then basically condemns it as, oh well, there's nothing here because I was only there an hour. And I've had this a lot happen as well. Even personal people have gone to places like, I don't know, Snuff Mills, for example, and they've come to me like a week later and gone, oh, I went to the bridge. Yeah, I went to the bridge. Yeah, nothing happened. So you're just seeing, you're imagining things. And I'm like, how long were you there for? Oh, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. What were you doing? Oh, just with some mates drinking, smoking.
Yeah. That's a common occurrence for any location. The thing is, what people don't understand is because you're obsessed, don't take that the wrong way.
Yeah.
Because you're obsessed, you will stay there for hours, and then you'll go back the next night, stay there for hours, and then you'll go back the next night, stay there for hours, and then you've got all this footage that you kind of want to compile, and you're cutting probably about 20 hours out easy.
Yeah.
And then you're putting it down, and it kind of comes across as loads is happening in a short space of time.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And when in theory it never really happened like that. It was more the case of
Billy
like,
used to say it was
who the hell is going to
highlights.
sit there and watch 6 hours of nothing?
It's the highlights, is what Billy used to say.
Yeah.
Kane just said, "Good evening."
Yeah.
Well, good evening, Kane. You went to halfway farm last night, but it was lit up like a Christmas tree. I definitely think people must have been filming there, but definitely going to visit soon. Ooh.
It's quite funny how that location has got quite popular. So I went there with a few people the other day, and I didn't do no filming because there was already teams there filming, so I just couldn't be
Yeah,
bothered.
it's been put like, I mean,
but there were teams already in there, plus the teams I was going with, so it's becoming quite popular to go there.
I think the original person that went there was Mick Spanner, who is a urban explorer, because his video is technically the first one there. And then officially as an investigation was Bristol Paranormal Hunters. And then it was when you were with myself with Haunting of the Truth, so it was me and you. And then I think have you gone there yet under Fright Night?
Yeah. My video.
I think you have.
My video is called The Haunted.
Yeah. That was the one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
it's on the map now. And actually, to be fair, like, you know, people are always asking me, "Oh, can you get in there and stuff?" And I'm like, yeah, there's no barriers. So I'm part responsible for telling people, like, yeah. It's not like you don't even need to tell people where it is. If you type halfway farming, it comes straight up.
It's
Welcome,
actually,
Andrew.
if you do go there, it's quite dangerous upstairs. So no one's done anything upstairs at all. People tend to stay downstairs. They won't go up the stairs and around the corners because the floor is really bad. So
No.
it's dangerous. And if you do go there, probably wear a hard hat or something. I
Halfway
wouldn't
farm,
advise
Gordo.
going venturing around, but if I did go back there, I would want to be upstairs because I've done the downstairs too much now.
Yeah, it's.
I can't get
I tell
upstairs.
you what happens though. I've been upstairs. This is what happens. You hear bum 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 upstairs. You go fuck it. I'm gonna go upstairs have a look. You go up there. It stops.
Yeah.
It stops dead. The only bits that haven't been done yet, and this is what I said to Liam, because he wanted. He said he was going to go back there. I said nobody's done the outside yet. Nobody's done the ascending barn. Nobody's done that bit where Sean got pulled with his bag. Nobody's done that. It's not touched. And I've heard several people say that they feel that there's something outside. Different people.
But the only problem with those exterior parts is the asbestos.
It's called. Oh, let me type it in here. Halfway farm. I made Chris disappear because I'm typing. Hang on, bring you back. Where are you? Yeah, there is asbestos. The other point I wanted to make was it's really annoying, and I'm actually kind of happy that you're here in this one as well, because it is relating to stuff that you have been in prior with me when you were with Haunt of the Truth. It's really annoying when people go when people have clearly not watched the older stuff, and it's like we keep having to go over things, and it's like it's that there's the video, it's over there. Now I get some of you are new. That are here now this evening, so this doesn't apply to you. But when there's been people following for like, I don't know, 2-3 years, you're like, have you not already seen that? Like, it literally says check out fan favorites, and everything's there on a plate. So then it's weird when you get people.
It's too difficult, Mark, because we started this a long time ago, before it was a massive thing on YouTube. We were doing this before, right? And it got quite heavily into the debunking community, and more debunkers came along, and we kind of like wanted to do that, didn't we? But like the difficult thing is with us is if you're new and you come to the channel, you're not going to take the old stuff serious at all, because it is what we've just been talking about. It is cut down from a considerable amount of time, or over this case of like a whole couple of months in a location, into a video. And people aren't going to understand it or even believe it, because it's like, oh, they can't have that much happen. No, that's happened over the course of a year. Like this is the problem. And how do you explain this to people? Because a lot of the time people don't want to know the answer. They just want to have an opinion, and that's it.
The other one is like, I think even people that are new here, like, so hang on, let me just say hello, Tony. Tony has done an investigation upstairs in Halfway Farm. He says it's very odd there. And Tammy's saying, Mark, Chris, I'll have to take you to the church where an elderly man in old-fashioned clothes is seen. He talks to you about the price of bread and is buried there. Wait, hang about. You're telling me a real elderly man tells you this stuff, or an elderly man appears as a spirit and has a chat with you about bread? Because that's mental. Yes, indeed, I know you are, Gordo. Kane, I went to the Barns, but the first night I could hear whispers, and I wasn't sure if it was well, I tell you what, and I watched the Estes Method in the cupboard. Those voices and stuff, that happens there, and you start thinking, well, there's someone outside, and then you realise you're in the middle of nowhere. I did a deep dive on your channel once. I read about you in Bristol Live. Well, we can thank Tony Ferguson for that, because he managed to get the. Which one was it, Tony? Snuff Mills one, wasn't it? Into there.
This is Tony Ferguson, isn't it? Yeah.
That's who I was thanking. For the Bristol Live
Hello,
post.
mate. You're right. I didn't realise you were in. Sorry, mate.
And then Andrew saying he's seen it in the Bristol Live post. So yeah. Yeah, he's good for that.
I've just caught up with the chat now. Just got the chat working on another device. So hi Anne. Hello
If you
Dave.
type in
Right,
Snuff
mate?
Mills Paranormal in Google, then deep dive with AI, your channel name comes up. Yes, that means I've done something right. AI is guiding people when they type Snuff Mills haunted or something to Haunted the Truth.
Yeah.
It's linking the two together. Right, okay. Let me get this straight. Okay, so Haunted the Truth put Snuff Mills on the map, but I wouldn't know about Snuff Mills at all if it weren't for Chris. At all. I wouldn't have even gone down there. So a lot of
So
credit does have to go to you regarding that. Like I can't like hold,
the,
you know what I mean? I hold my hands up and go, yeah, it's my baby and it's my second home, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't know
well, I think now
about it if it weren't you.
you've definitely been there more times than me. But what I find really interesting is ever since me and you went our separate ways to do our own content and do our own thing, we've still been having relatively the same amount of activity in locations, and
Mm,
especially the same time as you've been spending in locations as well,
yeah.
which is quite nice. It hasn't like had like a different kind of effect. And we went out last night together for the first time in like a year. Yeah,
Yeah.
a year. So, and it felt good, didn't it? It felt like
It
really
would have been
good.
a year, yeah. Literally a year.
Yeah.
The last time we went out
And
was around this time of year.
we
Just
kind
after, I
of
think,
we
yeah.
just slotted straight back into place with how we used to do things, which was quite nice. But we were running separate channels, and it felt okay to do. There was nothing odd about it. It felt fine, you know. But in in terms of like locations now in Bristol, we've kind of done the map. There's not a lot of places we can do anymore. We've kind of overkilled them. But like when people now want to come down for these locations, we're happy to go and
Well,
meet
there
you
is odds
guys
and
anytime you want.
there is odds and
But
ends
like
that pop up now.
you cannot turn up to these locations and expect activity. We've had more nights having nothing than the
Oh
nights
yeah,
where we
yeah.
have
I
something.
mean, like
That's the truth.
even like anyone here that's an investigation, anyone here that's an investigator in the chat will still the same thing. Um, a lot of the time it is, but then I think at the same time we need to also understand that our ideology of nothing might be someone's something. Like so, Will, for example, I don't know where he is at the moment, but he went to a burial chamber up near his ends, and he said to me, "What, Mark? It's really active there." And I went, "Well, what happens?" He said, "Oh, the EMF goes off loads." So his perception of active is EMF going off loads. So it depends on people's perceptions. Nicole, welcome in. Hello. See
Yeah,
you there
I
in the
do
chat.
I did just search now, and it's I've noticed that Stu has been to Snuff Mills. He's done a live there. And he
Yes.
probably by this comment, he probably hasn't caught nothing there. But it seems to me he was there 2 hours or something. But I would advise him to actually camp there. That's what I would say to him.
I put that in the chat. I went, Stu, if you're going back there, camp out all night on your
Yeah,
own. Have fun with that.
I would advise him definitely to camp out there. But going live there, you're kind of altered in a way. You're kind of like your focus is on your phone and the screen and the talk. You want to be engaging. It's really difficult. And I've been there for like 4 hours and had nothing at all. And then when I leave, then I have some, and I'm not even filming.
But there's
And
times
it's
of
really
years
frustrating.
as well. So it could be if you've got too many people, the time of year, the time of day. Um, I mean, I've sort of figured it to be somewhere between 11 and 2 in the morning.
It's definitely between 11 and 2 a.m. is the active times. Anything before is a little bit staggered. But like it is it's frustrating what we do. It really is frustrating. Everyone here can have that common ground. Like it ain't like how you see on the TV shows. They go to a location and they get shit, shitloads happening in one night. That's not how it happens. Kind of like you have to put in a lot of effort, and all that effort just for a few clicks and a few views. It kind of deteriorates your brain. It makes you go a bit like, whoa, what the fuck? How come this person is getting like that
Yeah.
many and that many, and you hardly get anything in, no matter how much effort you put in. It doesn't really matter. But it makes you want to quit. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like, but then
It makes
when people say things like this, though, it's the reason I carry on. So Nicole's
yeah, but
put props to Mark. You have demonstrated such vulnerability over the past year, self-exploration, growth, and dedication for being your best ever self. Like that sort of thing helps a lot.
yeah.
Like
Oh
I
yeah,
don't think
but I
like you
wouldn't
even
quit.
understand how much that
I would
helps.
I would just quit YouTube. So I would not do it for YouTube. I'd do it for me. So I would go out and I would just do it for me and no one
Yeah,
else.
no, there is
The
that.
only
I mean,
reason I
sometimes I
do
do that
it is
anyway.
because it's because of everyone in your chat, which is why I do it. All the support that comes in, because we don't want to be ungrateful towards the small people that do like what we do. And you don't never want to come across like that, Mark, because it's kind of like a real selfish approach.
Well,
If you've got at least
I only
five
do
or
this
six
for
people
people.
that love what you do, then share it with them. That's how I see it.
That's pretty much the only reason I do online Nah, not even that. The only reason I entertain is for people. That's it. That's it. That's I have no other purpose in life. I don't have kids. I don't have like things that I have to deal with like in my life or anything like that. I don't have any what's the word commitments to anything else other than entertaining people. Like
Just I just read
that's
a
that.
comment from Andrew Stone. He's just said, "You
Definitely
definitely
read
had
that.
a voice yesterday whispering when you were next to that rag." Well, I'm gonna tell that
Yeah.
voice. It would be on Mark's end, but there's going to be an episode going out on that night from my side, and you wait until what you hear from my side
I've still got to
is
check
horrible.
I've still got to check all the time.
It's really bad.
If I haven't checked your timestamp yet, I'll be honest with you. Before I came on here, I was playing Battlefield, and it sort of took me. I was on a game for a portion of 3 hours, and I've not checked YouTube. Sometimes you have to take your head away from the paranormal. No, Tony, I
Yeah,
noticed it was kicking off when you was on the bridge, almost like something doesn't want you on the bridge. Bridge. What, Stuff Mills? That's
yeah.
definitely true. So yeah, might have been for you or me. I don't know. Either way, nothing ever wants you on a bridge in Snuff Mills. And Mark, still
Well,
remain true to yourself. I will do.
some people will be braver than others, and some people will walk across that bridge and be very sarcastic and have the big bull energy going across. I I personally think you need something to happen for you then to go, oh, right, okay, this is a thing. And until that moment happens with someone, they're always going to be very skeptical and on the fence with it all in
Mm.
any location, even if they've had experiences elsewhere. We're the same, Mark. We go to locations like we went to the halfway farm because Sean and Ryan got attacked. And we were like, right, let's go and see what this is all about. And we were very cocky going in there, and we weren't so cocky coming out of there, were we?
No, but I mean, these days I do take people more seriously, but I still go into places with a clean slate. Like Will um mentioned the care home to you, which you've seen with Bristol Paranormal, went there as well, and you never got a chance to do it. He had loads of stuff happen there. He even went there without me, and then we went to another care home in which isn't out yet. So I'm not going to say too much. I just realised the episode isn't out yet, and when he went to go in, I said, "How are you feeling?" He was like, "I'm really excited. I'm really excited. It's gonna go mad. It's gonna be mental." And I was like, "Whoa, hang on a minute. Like, just because you've been to that care home and it was mental doesn't mean this one will be mental." So I try to. I think there's a level between being completely closed off and being like overly open, and there's a middle ground to be had. That's not to say it's a problem. It's just it for me. I like to be in the middle.
This is interesting, Mark. Listen to this. Kane. Kane Kane has said personal experiences with the paranormal world can sometimes trigger bigger responses. Now that is something that we've had an issue with as well, because what you see on our channels and from the past videos we've done throughout the past 7 years, there some of our best experiences have never been caught on camera.
Hmm.
Like actively, Josh has seen
Shadow
a silhouette of a spirit,
of a
of
full
something.
person.
Yeah, that's what he has seen.
Humanoid shadow, blacker than black.
It's-
I reckon
he
it's
swears-
probably
he
as black
swears
as my
by it.
door there. As that.
Yeah, he swears by it. It made him upset. He cried for a while. He wasn't very into going out anymore for a while, was he? He was very sort of like, no, no, I don't want to do it no more. He was quite scared. Took a lot of time for him to get it round in his head and process it. And even for the likes of us on our first original times out, do you remember the manor place we went to, Oakland
Oakland.
Manor? And we had some experiences in there which we can't even fathom. We just can't fathom. We can't get
So
it.
what
Like that
people
time when
don't.
we were in the
Yeah, nobody really
with that-
knows this, but there was a movie that was made before Haunting the Truth. Haunting the Truth wasn't even meant to exist. I just met Chris because we had a link with magic tricks and stuff. We met in a magic society. He was doing card mechanic-y stuff, and I was being a lunatic. Nothing new there.
yeah,
And
that's true.
he was into horror movies. I was into horror movies, and then we had this link that we'd both done paranormal stuff before. And then it was like, hey, just make a horror film, completely unscripted, spur of the moment, literally make it up as we go along. Awful acting. Never again, never again. And we went to Oakland
There was-
Manor, and we called it.
There was a scene in that which was real,
Was real,
and
yeah,
we were like, hold on a minute, this actually happened.
yeah.
That
So
toilet flushed.
we're-
It flushed on its own.
we were making out that there was these two crazy killers that lived in this abandoned manor in the middle of nowhere called Bell Lake Manor. And we went in there and we heard this big bang, and then we panicked at one point, and we all ran outside, and Josh ran out as well. That was when he was there. And on the other occasion, we heard people run up the stairs. There was no one coming up the stairs. And then on another occasion, we all went into the toilet, and then the toilet next door, the adjacent toilet, flushed by itself.
It was a chain toilet flush, so it was dangling down, and it just got pulled down, and it flushed on its own. And we were at the time we looked at each other, Mark, and I remember looking at you, and we were having a
No,
conversation.
I
without
panicked.
actually like having a conversation.
I
We
proper
were totally
panicked.
freaked out.
I cut my
You ran
hand
out.
in
You
glass.
went to run out the window,
Yeah,
mate,
I
and you
put my
your
hand in
open.
glass, and I had bleeding all down my arm.
Yeah, that was
It was-
scary, man. I think that's what triggered Haunted the Truth. We thought,
did, yeah.
okay, well, maybe we should do this then because we know that this is worth doing because it's not pointless. That I don't think it's pointless.
Catch you later,
I
Tony.
wouldn't-
Thank you.
I wouldn't be doing this if it was pointless. Believe me.
Absolutely, sometimes you won't catch it on camera, but it probably the moment to scare you 100%. I mean, to this day I wish that we'd caught the bloody old woman at the bottom of the stairs in Oakland, but that was a personal thing to you.
That was very, very so. That was a personal experience for me, but I think it's the only time I've really got emotional was looking down those steps and seeing that silhouette of something for like even half a second. It was awful for me. I thought, what the hell did I just see? And I wanted to see it again, but I couldn't see it again. And then it played on my mind, and we never went back there to do an episode. But then when we left, we looked at the footage and seen this light switch cord
Moving.
rock backwards and forwards on its own, like it was being pulled.
So I went back down there, and I was like, right, we're gonna have to check for rats and wires, and I climbed up in the attic, and I was that's like a
You went
headless
on there,
chicken.
Dunk everything.
Yeah.
Hello, Tammy. You all right? I didn't see you in the chat, love.
Nicole
you're okay.
complimenting Mark. Thank you, Nicole. Much appreciated. Tell me, maybe spirits entities know you're recording and wait. Right. On that point, Kane, there's a video that no longer exists that I have not seen in which the individual went off of that theory of if it knows it's being filmed, it won't do anything. And they put a hidden camera down in an old pub. And what did they get, Chris?
Well, this is the story of that. So I used to go along with a guy who was obsessed. I won't mention his name, but we went to a pub. I can say the pub. It was called the Plough. And they claimed that they had a spirit that was moving stuff around in the bar. So typical teams back in the day would go in based on that theory alone. They didn't need no history. It was just, we want to see that. Went inside the pub, sat around the table for a while, nothing was happening. And then the theory was, if it knows it's being filmed,
Mm-hmm.
it will not perform. So my friend set up a hidden camera that no one knew about. And he put it in the corner. It was hidden by a load of books. And what happened was we left the room, and over the course of the next 4 hours, there was there was a noise. There was a massive sort of like bang, chatter, whatever. We went back into the room that the noise was coming from, and there was chairs that was stacked on top of tables. There was like a configuration of chairs. It was something you would see in Poltergeist, right? Now, no one was in this room. I can vouch that. But I said, well, we can't prove it. And my friend said, well, I can, because I've got a camera filming over there. And we all looked, and even the owners of the pub were shocked. They looked scared, if anything. They were looked a bit worried. And because we were like, right, they're only a door away, you know what I mean? So anyway, we got and took the camera out, and we took it to his car, and we had to recharge it. And we looked through the footage, and yeah, you can see chairs stacking on the table. Sounds stupid,
You were
but
talking
that's what
about
it
that
was.
then, and something went across my screen like a glitch.
Weird.
Welcome in, look to
It's
God. Which
it,
God? Yahweh?
but
I'm assuming.
the moment it happened, the camera went all weird, like
Yeah.
fuzzy, and you could just see chairs just go. It just went up, and like I said to my friend, "You've got this." And you know what he said? He went, "No one will believe it.
Mm.
No one.
And that's
No
even
one
more
will
true
believe
to
it."
this day. Even more true.
And he don't share it. He doesn't share any of his findings because he just says no one will believe it. And this is true.
People now are
Just
just putting. Someone commented on a video the other day on one of mine, and they just put AI, and I was like, "This is taken from a live video. How is this AI?" Petals, welcome in. Do you know what? I've got something now. I've got a clip. You've got this on your phone as well, haven't you? Did you say, Chris? You can see the comments and stuff. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear me. Earth to Chris. Is he cut out? Maybe he's cut out. He's frozen, everyone. That's weird in itself. That's really weird. Yeah, he's froze. I don't know what's going on there. As far as I'm concerned, just too much, yeah. At least I knew the name, hey? At least I knew the name. Let's try and figure out what's going on here and just, if he comes back in, then we'll bring him back in. But if not, I'll just chat to you lot for now. So, like, yeah, like, as we were talking about, these mental things do happen. And some people obviously say it's evidence of ghosts, but then there's different people. Some people would say it's demonic. Some people would say it's just, well, I don't know how you could turn around and say there's some logical explanation for chairs going from stationary to stacked. That to me seems a bit mental. Oh, it's the wind. What, the wind? You know what I mean? It's not possible. Well, Chris is like sort of died in the call. I don't know what's going on. I'm assuming his phone's just crashed or something. Like I was saying, if anyone else wants to come into this, then obviously let me know. But I'm gonna just get these clips up that I've got here. So this is I think this is the one. Yeah, this is an original clip from the Warren tapes. I don't know what it was from, okay? But I'm going to play it for you. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it. I don't know 100% if you will or won't. Let's put it on that one. Doobie doo doo doobie doo. So it's not Streamlabs, it's not WhatsApp, it's not that one, it's not that one, it's not that one. Where be that too? I don't know. How what's people saying? Yeah, I hope everybody is doing all right though this evening. Halloween is just a stone's throw away now. So hopefully you're all ready for the proper spooky day. I'm hoping it doesn't rain because I'd quite like to go out somewhere on Halloween, but knowing the British weather, it's gonna rain, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Okay. So I'm gonna play this for you. So let me know if you can hear it all right, okay?
Connecticut home. Meet professional demonologists Ed and Lorraine Warren.
A poltergeist can be terrifying. So anybody says that a poltergeist is mischievous, they better take a second look.
During their 50 years of hunting ghosts, Ed and Lorraine claim to have encountered hundreds of poltergeists. They've also been the subject of numerous books and have consulted on several high-profile cases, including the Amityville Horror.
Poltergeist is nothing more than a devil or a demon as far as we're concerned. People say, this guy's going back into the medieval ages. There are no such things as devils or demons. Yes, there are.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come.
The Warrens feel that some of the most compelling evidence ever recorded has been videotaped by them in this Connecticut home.
Right. Watch some of this now, okay? Let me know what you think.
For months, the family, whose faces are obscured to protect their identity, have been tormented by what they fear is a poltergeist. Ed attempts to communicate with the troubled spirit.
One knock for yes, two for no. Are you a man? Are you a boy?
The mother leans against the kitchen table, her hands in full view as Ed continues asking questions.
You want the people in this house to move? One knock for yes, two for no. Yes. Okay.
We couldn't sell.
Who is it that you don't like the most here? Is it? Is it?
Now the problem I have is, what's this person doing here? Yes, she's got her hands on the table. What are you up to? I'm assuming everybody can hear this okay, though. We all still good? Because nobody kind of said anything. I'm hoping I haven't cut out. That'd be why Chris has disappeared as well. It might be my end.
Is it their father? Is it their mother?
Oh my God.
Okay. I command you to reveal your identity.
Next, Ed decides to confront the poltergeist alone.
Give me some sign.
These chairs.
Is that you moving some sign?
Think.
Is that you moving something? Give me some sign that you're here. What I did was use religious provocation. I have to provoke it into some type of outward manifestation. And that was my point in doing that. In the name of Jesus
Watch
Christ,
this one.
I command you to reveal your identity.
Now, right, before we do the next bit, right, that is mental. That's a full table. That just glitched again. That's weird. That I don't even know what it is. If someone freeze frames that and they click it like that and it's just a demon face like that, I'll be freaked right out. That I've never. I think there's been like maybe a handful of situations where I've gone do something and then immediately it's done something, but a table moving like that, I can't see any obvious rope or anything. Let's watch this bit.
On the following night, the family reports that the poltergeist seems to be more active than ever. Only now, its attention is focused on the family's 10-year-old daughter.
That's true.
The little girl is trying to do her homework. but you can see that the chair keeps sliding
Right,
backwards.
hang on.
You're holding it down.
You can see that the do her homework, but you can tell is trying to do her homework.
So the mother's not actually holding it there, but she's...
But you can see that the chair keeps her homework. But you can see that the chair.
No, she's not pulling that
is
at all.
trying to do her homework. But you can see that the chair.
yeah, that
keeps-
chair's
is
genuinely
trying to
doing
do her
that.
homework. But you can see that the chair keeps sliding backwards.
You're holding it down, aren't you? It's got that much strength to it.
Now, if you watch, you can see the little girl's legs are up on the rungs of the chair. She's not pushing herself up from the floor. The mother is not tipping that chair backwards. Nobody is touching that table. The table moves of its own volition.
What's that?
The Warrens quickly arrange for 3 priests to perform.
She's not pushing herself up from the floor. The mother
Do that a second. Playback, speed, slower.
is not tipping that chair backwards.
What's the table?
Nobody is touching that table. The table moves of its own volition.
The Warrens quickly arrange for 3 priests to perform.
I mean... That's weird. Because, I mean, you could argue, yeah, she's doing this on the chair, like pulling it, but she isn't. Because you can't see any tension in her arms. And there's on one occasion where she's not even touching the chair, and it does that lifty thing. And the young girl is got her legs on the top bar, so they're not even on the floor. So that's really strange. I mean, you can say what you want about the Warrens and, you know, saying it was all for show and stuff and whatnot, but I don't know what to make of that. It's weird. What's this? Am I the first person to say I believe in the paranormal, but something about this just doesn't sit right with me? I get what you're saying there, Nicole. It seems like it's too good to be true. Like it's just, there's got to be something going on. This like piece of footage was from their archives, so they went to like thousands of different places, and this is like one of many which they've decided to release to whatever TV show this was for. And then again, anything that's on TV, it could be contrived, couldn't it? It's one of those where you just don't know if it's something or not. Yeah, I don't know. There was one where they went to the Amityville horror house as well, though. And that's what they caught as a picture. That's creepy, isn't it? I don't know if there's any audio on this one. No, there isn't. That's got to be a real person, right? That's got to be an actual real boy or like young lad or something that's there, because the eyes are glowing, and that doesn't happen unless the light is hitting the eye and the retina, and then it's reflecting back. So that has to be someone living. Yeah, I think. I don't know. But at the same time, I know things can happen. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen items move by themselves, and I know there's nothing rational that I'm aware of that can do it. So it's one of those for me where I'm like, this could be possible, but at the same time it seems like it's too much. Battery drained from 60%. Yeah, you were just talking and suddenly it just went whoosh. So I assumed it cut out. Your battery went shortly after my camera was glitching. I just played. Did you see the Warrens clip that I just played, Chris? It's like it's the one where the table moves. It's weird. What's the other one I've got? I think
Give
it's
us a
just
sign that you want to communicate
I
with
think
us.
it's just them talking about the Conjuring house. Oh yeah, she does a little tour around the building. This is quite cool. So this is obviously in the news at the moment, there's a lot of like people which have been buying out the Warren Museum. What's that comedian's name? He currently has it, doesn't he? And then somebody's buying the Conjuring house.
I'm still.
So I figured that this is playback, speed, normal.
You know, in helping people get through. It's a very delicate thing with certain people because they're very terrified and very
That's obviously
frightened.
a movie, that.
But there's a lot of people that don't believe.
You have a lot of spirits in here, but there's one that I'm most worried about because it is so hateful.
Okay, so let's go in. I'll show you the house. There's a lot of pictures of us in the house. Here's one of the pictures of Ed and I.
You guys were inseparable.
Oh yeah, yeah, we were. We didn't do anything without one another. You're in probably one of the most.
I mean, okay,
haunted.
right. This is obviously all for show. Like this is for show, yeah? This is to amp it up a bit.
In probably one of the most haunted places in the world because of the things that are in here. Everything in here has been taken from some place where people were either killed or maimed or so many ways. So it's tragic for me, you know, to even go in. People are very, very interested in the museum. And there's some people that are afraid to even go in.
That's
Right
freaky,
here
Tammy. Very
is
freaky.
A conjuring mirror. Everything.
Oh, right, okay, right. First and
everything
foremost,
conjuring mirror.
That conjuring mirror is in no correlation to the new film whatsoever, which Chris mentioned there. Completely different mirror from a completely different event. Two are unrelated completely.
Everything and anything in here we have investigated.
The Necronomicon. The Evil Dead. I prefer the one from the Evil Dead.
Don't ever touch anything. And if you do, let me know. This is the worst thing in here.
Look into the eyes of the doll. She seems quite sincere though, doesn't she? She genuinely seems like frightened and like don't touch anything.
That doll. I'm not gonna stare at it though. So you can take the picture, but I'm not gonna stare at it because that has done bad harm on a lot of people. You have to conjure the spirits in order to get them. You know, you're not going to get them by just walking around here.
And that's the one that's sort of depicted a little bit in this movie, correct?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That's the Annabelle doll. Yes.
Yes, dun 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 dun.
What has been done is circular embolism, which is prayers, are said all the time, you know, to pray.
And you have a priest to bless.
Yes, definitely. Yes, oh my God, yes. I can't do that.
It's November 1st, 1971. I'm sitting here.
It's really badly affected. That was a terrible place, honey. That was a very, very, very bad place.
I'm not being fun. I get that's from the movie, but I think if any of those things happened to me, I would probably not do this again. I think if something dragged me out there, down, you know, like in Paranormal Activity, Mika, out the door, down the stairs. Bye. See ya. Yeah, that won't be happening ever again. So yeah, that's the Warren stuff there, and I kind of feel like Chris is saying, like, I think there is some truth to what they went through, but then again, there is some exaggerated stuff as well. Like, and that's the same with what's it called? The Enfield haunting. I think that what they were experiencing in that house was actually happening, but at the same time, I think that some of the girls, because of the attention that they were getting, started faking things, and then because things were being faked, then nothing was then considered real, because there's police reports of items like moving across the floor to them. Like, they're not gonna lie. It's a police report. That some people are saying, oh, Morris Groves, he was, influenced because he lost a daughter with the same name and all this sort of stuff. But then, there's an account where he put water in Janet's mouth, and she had the duct taped mouth, and Bill, I'd hide in the corner in the room over there, still came through this little girl's mouth with water in. How can someone go, well, that's fake? No. So yeah, to a certain extent, I think these things do happen. I don't know how or why or what. Is it ghosts? Is it paranormal? Is it demons? Is it dimensional? Is it something out of our knowledge? Probably one of them. It's one of them. It's not anything that's natural, that's for sure. But yeah. Is there anything else anyone wants to talk about on that note? Like, what do you all think about that? Because I'll probably start wrapping up in a bit, because it's been on here for an hour now. And I'm aware it's a weekday tomorrow, so I don't want to keep people too long. You could make a lot of money. Yeah. Well, some people, as soon as you start making money or producing things like, even doing YouTube and making a dramatic episode of like creepy music and loads of things happening and a narrative, immediately you're, considered to not be taken seriously by certain people in the field, and they expect you to just like to document your findings as a personal thing, and then take all those findings with times and dates and writing things down and doing everything to the book. Only then will somebody have a look at it, but then that has to be verified by 3 other people, I think, as well, and it has to be repeatable. So I'm like, well, what's the point of taking all that effort to do that when you're not going to really take it seriously anyway? I may as well just put it together and make stuff for you guys who do believe in things. And then you can take away from it what you want. If there's somebody here that goes, oh, I don't believe in it, that, there's no such thing as ghosts. All right, cool. But what is it then? Because I'd like an answer, because it's real. And if it isn't that, then what is it? That's where I'm at. That is where I'm at. David, I think some of it's, yeah, I mean, with the Enfield, yeah, there definitely was some stuff that was. Yeah. But yeah, I'll probably love you and leave you now to enjoy the rest of your evening. I do appreciate everybody that's come in and had a little chin wag, and obviously Chris from Fright Night Project, who came in to do my open mic because I didn't have anybody else on. So thanks again for coming in and having a little chat about a few things, because I would have probably have been just not knowing what to say. So winged it for the moment. Anyway, have a good day, have a good evening, and if I don't see you again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the demons bite. Namaste. Bye.